Hi there, YouTube, and all my subscriber friends. This is Garrett with Houseless on Wheels. And the weather's been a bit sporadic lately, so it's kind of put a halt on the insulated bed wall build. Mainly because it's been raining, and since the bed wall is built to the width of the van, I have to build it outside and then bring it in. So I've decided that since I'm at a halt temporarily on the bed wall, yet I also have the time to work on videos for the time being, that I would work on another project that has been on the side burner temporarily. And what I want to do is, since the majority of the time this bulkhead door is going to be shut, I want to have a rear view camera that's on at all times. And I already have a ceiling mounted DVD player, which you see from another video. And I want to use that as a multi-purpose function, just like us van dwellers want to have everything multi-purpose as much as possible. And I want to use the screen to also work with my new camera that just came in today. So I don't necessarily want to go into all the functionality and the technical specifications of this camera until, for one thing, I know that it works, and two, I'm happy with it. So I don't want to spend too much time on it. But I will tell you what comes in the box. That way, if I'm happy with it and I end up doing a review, at least that much is covered and I can just do an overview. So this is what the box looks like. And what comes in the box is the camera itself, a power cable, which plugs directly into a 12-volt fuse box, which I have in the back, and an 18-foot video cable. I believe it's 18 feet, which is awesome because a 12-foot will not reach the back of the van, because my van is 18 feet long. It also comes with some other stuff like a warranty card and a user manual, which I don't feel like picking out of the box. And I don't plan on actually using the user manual unless I absolutely need to. So before I do any sort of mounting of the camera, which I'm going to do from the inside because I want to make this van as stealthy as possible. So before I do any sort of permanent mounting, I want to test to make sure that the camera works, because the last one that I bought, which you don't know about for obvious reasons because the camera did not work. So I want to test this one to make sure that it does in fact work. And how am I going to do that is very simple. My house battery is in the cabin area, which is where I'm seated right now. So I'm going to take this power cable, which has the proper end that plugs into the camera to power it, and I'm going to wire it directly to the battery because it's 12 volts. I'm going to plug it in. I've already got a video cable that I bought from Fry's, which I can now take back because it's 25 feet. It's excessive, and I don't need all of this. The last camera I had also had a microphone built into it, which is why I got audio video cable instead of just a video cable. So I'm going to be able to take that back because that was like 20 bucks that I didn't have to spend now. But for the meantime, I can at least test it with the cable that's plugged in, so I don't have to go through the hassle of going up there and whatever. So first things first, let's go ahead and hardwire the power cable in. So let's get to work. recording, I should say. Now we have ourselves the camera itself. See if this catches on fire. Yeah. Alright. Where's my remote? Hey! That's not bad. Alright, I'm going to switch you over so you can see. Now that the camera is confirmed to be working, let's do a more permanent setup. Let's continue. Alright, first things first. Gotta wire it up to the fuse box. Who are not familiar with these marine fuse boxes, this is the positive bus and this is the negative bus. Not all marine fuse boxes have both the positive and negative bus, but this one in particular does. So if you got the positive and negative, the positive will hold the fuse, which I need to grab next. The negative bus bar is mainly there for the sake of simplicity when it comes to cabling and makes it look a little bit neater. Not that my setup is very neat right now, but it will be one day. Cool. Now, what I would like to do is have the camera, which I have right here, somehow attach it right about there. And we'll see how it looks. Which means I'm going to have to put something, like some piece of wood, mount it here, and then that way this can sit just like so. And so I'll figure something out. I think I can use something like this to help me out. Maybe. That would be ideal. I guess I could sneak a board up here underneath the door. Screw the door, or screw the piece of wood in place, and then I'll be able to work my magic that way. And I can screw a piece of board to it somehow. Still figuring it out. I think I can do it that way. It's one of those things where I don't quite plan it out, I just figure it out as I go. So, let's just continue. an asshole. I think I have an elbow bracket that will work for that, so I'm going to try to find one and I'll be right back. Alright. It's not absolutely ideal. They're a little big, but this means I can make the column a little bit larger. Doesn't really matter. These elbow brackets were not really that expensive anyway, so. We'll see how we do. Not a gold-plated cable or anything, but I'm sure it's good enough. Realistically, what I'm doing is I'm checking out the night vision quality. So before I film it, I want to just try it. So. Alrighty. Well, the looks of it, it works properly, but the problem is that the video is upside down. So, so I'll try to figure that out if I'm delayed in my bed wall build. So, anyway, I think that's just about it. Oh, I have one more thing to show you. What the heck was that?